Hi everybody, this is Noelle from Petitti's, and we are talking about Weigela today, or however you want to say it. Weigela, Weigela, I've heard it all. So needless to say, this is a great versatile shrub for sunny areas to part shade areas, no problem whatsoever. Very adaptable, very easy to grow, and we like it because obviously it's a good bloomer and it is deer and bunny resistant. So got a lot of good things about this plant. You can tell there's a lot of different varieties, but let's talk about siting the plant first. Of course, whenever we do a plant spotlight, you need to know where's the best place to plant this plant. So full sun to part shade. So we're talking 4 hours or more of direct sunlight. We are getting some sunshine right now, so it's perfect. And then as far as your soil, again, well-drained soil, amended with your compost, your planting mix, what have you. But I'm going to tell you that these guys are really adaptable. So if it's a little bit acidic, if it's a little basic, not a problem. They do very well in clay soils. So again, we ask you to amend your soil always when you're planting, especially in Northeast Ohio clay. Water-wise, they're just average watering. So again, that 1 inch of water once per week, slowly, deep, thorough watering. If you get rainfall, great, just supplement the extra water. And that's really the first season. After that, they get established, the roots go deep into the soil. They really are able to tolerate some drought. So that's a good thing too, okay? Fertilizer, we like to use the plant tone and iron tone combo. Again, it's a deciduous shrub, so you're going to apply it once in spring and then once midsummer. You're done, okay? Pruning is not hard on these, but you have to remember one thing. Weigela bloom on old wood. When I say old wood, I mean the wood from last season. So they start creating the buds that sit on their stems and they stay there all winter. So don't prune this plant in late summer and fall. You will just be removing the flowers for the next growing season, okay? So when you do want to do some major pruning on this, some major reshaping, renovating, all those types of things, trying to control the height, you do it right after they're finished with their first bloom cycle. Now, all these different varieties are huge improvements over the past, okay? So many of them are repeat bloomers, but they typically have their major bloom cycle at this time of year. So typically late spring, early summer is when you really see them flush out and bloom nicely. When they're finished, that's when you go ahead and do your major pruning. In late winter, early spring, if there are some larger branches, older wood that's inside the plant, we do recommend that you remove them at that time. That's really the only wood that you want to remove at that time on Weigela. The reason being is you want the air to be able to circulate through those branches. Plus, the older wood is not as productive as the new. So again, you can remove older wood at that time. But other than that, let the plant go and bloom for you. Okay. Uses on these guys. They can grow in container gardens. The smaller varieties, the dwarf varieties, are great in containers, no problem. They grow and can be a little bit larger. Some of the larger varieties grow to be about 5 foot tall. They make a nice low hedge. So if you need, kind of a backdrop or what have you for perennials, no problem whatsoever. They are great hummingbird attractants. They have that beautiful trumpet flower, perfect for the hummingbirds, but other pollinators do enjoy them as well. So they're overall wonderful bloomers for us. They make a good cut flower. You can actually cut these and put them in a vase, no problem. So there's lots of things that you can do with the Weigela, very, very diverse. And as I mentioned, fairly good as far as your deer and your bunny resistance too out in the garden. So that's always great. I will tell you, we've got a bunch of different varieties here. Sometimes when people are looking for Weigela and they want something variegated, they'll go with the My Monet variety. So we've got My Monet with the white variegation in front here. We have My Monet Sunset with the yellow and a little bit of peachy color over here. Both of those, the variegation does stay fairly well, but can fade in full sun. So if you want to put them in part shade to hold on to the variegation color, that's a great idea, okay? No problem whatsoever. Got some more compact varieties here. This one's called Electric Love. It is a deep red with a very dark bronzy purple foliage, like 1 to 2 foot tall. Awesome Weigela. I have one called Trilogy in front. This is actually a dark pink, a light pink, and a white. They kind of fade in and out with the color. Beautiful green foliage. That also is on the shorter side, about 2 foot. I have this one called Stunner, which is a beautiful dark pink, but again, that almost like purple black foliage. Really, really beautiful. Stunner is going to be around the 3 to 4 mark. And then look at this one. This is called Checksmark Sunny Side Up. I love it because these flowers, they look white, but when you get up closer, they have a beautiful yellow spot right on the inside. So they really are fun. This is going to be something that's a little bit taller in the garden, that hedge type, so that 4 to 5 foot mark, okay? So again, just check out all the different sizes and colors. We love the foliage colors for all season interest. Many of these are repeat bloomers. I will tell you, there's a bunch that will repeat bloom. And typically if you prune after that first bloom cycle, you're going to get sporadic blooming out of them regardless, okay? So really a great plant to have out in the landscape. They'll provide a lot of color, a lot of show, and a great pollinator source for nectar. So really enjoy.